High on the list of crime shows, NCIS has been around for so long, and we love it because it follows the personal lives of agents as they solve different cases. With such a diverse cast and even more diverse roles, some of them are bound to be more loved than the rest. Let's take a look at some of the top 10 characters from NCIS. Starting at number 10, Alexandra Quinn. Played by American actress Jennifer Esposito, Alexandra Quinn is an amazing character from NCIS. She's known for her roles in movies like Summer of Sam, I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, and Crash. Alex Quinn is an NCIS special agent. She used to be part of the NCIS Major Case Response Team, which was led by NCIS Special Agent Leroy Jethro Gibbs. Quinn was also a member of the Federal Law Enforcement Training Center. She quit the team for good before September 2017, supposedly because her mother had Alzheimer's disease and she needed to take care of her. We saw Quinn make her first appearance in the premiere episode of NCIS Season 14, titled Rogue. She walked into the bullpen while sarcastically praising Gibbs for breaking a record by turning down 8 new agents in the past 3 months. Even though she was part of the main cast, Quinn sadly left the show after 1 season. Next up, Special Agent Anthony DiNozzo. Michael Weatherly is an American actor who plays the role of Special Agent Anthony DiNozzo on the show. Michael's best known for his roles in NCIS and Logan Cale on the television series Dark Angel. Tony DiNozzo Jr. was the senior field agent on the NCIS Major Case Response Team, which was led by Leroy Jethro Gibbs. He was also Gibbs' second in command. He started with the NCIS as a probationary agent and worked his way up until he was a senior special agent. Tony quits NCIS for good in May 2016 so he could take care of his daughter, Tali David DiNozzo. He had worked there for 15 years, starting in 2001. Timothy McGee, another NCIS agent, took over as senior field agent in his place. He first appeared in the Season 8 backdoor pilot episode Ice Queen. He was introduced as the senior special agent of the primary NCIS Major Case Response Team, followed by Nick Torres. American actor Wilmer Valderrama plays Nicholas Nick Torres. Wilmer's best known for his roles as Fez on That 70s Show and Yo Mama on MTV. Special Agent Nick Torres is part of the NCIS Major Case Response Team, which is headed by NCIS Supervisory Special Agent Alden Parker. Nick is goal-oriented and confident, but he also has a big heart. His softer side, which he rarely reveals to anyone, is rather impressive. He'll go to the ends of the earth to protect the well-being of those he cares about deeply. He has a habit of constantly teasing his co-workers and playfully gossiping about them when they're not there. His first appearance on the show was in Season 14 premiere Rogue, where he was an undercover agent alongside Alex Quinn. 7th on the list, Ellie Bishop. Eleanor Bishop is played by Emily Wickersham. Emily's best known for her roles on TV, including The Sopranos. Ellie's a former NSA agent and a former NCIS special agent. She's currently a member of the NCIS Major Case Response Team. Bishop left NCIS for good on May 2021 to begin a long-term undercover mission with Odette Malone. She's a lively, social, and overall fun-loving person. Many people describe her as someone with a warm personality who makes friends easily. Ellie's a cross between her more reverse predecessor, Caitlin Todd, and the outgoing Ziva David. Her first appearance on NCIS was in Season 11's Gut Check episode. NSA Special Agent Chad Flinderling was the one who introduced her to NCIS agents Leroy Jethro Gibbs and Anthony DiNozzo Jr. Moving on to Jimmy Palmer. James Jimmy Palmer is played by Brian Dietzen. Brian was one of the first cast members on the show to co-write an episode. Jimmy's a medical doctor and the chief medical examiner for the NCIS Major Case Response Team. When he first joined NCIS on a temporary basis, he worked as a medical examiner assistant for Dr. Donald Mallard. Since Mallard's former assistant, Jackson, resigned in September 2005, Palmer's been working closely with him in his current role. He ended up replacing Dr. Mallard as NCIS's medical examiner in March 2019. In Season 1, the talented actor made his debut as a series regular. At first, he came across as a nervous and awkward character, but he has matured a lot since then. Since he's busy doing autopsies most of the time, Jimmy rarely gets enough screen time. But whenever he does, it's a treat to watch. watch. Many viewers consider Palmer to be the show's most heartfelt character. Another on the list is Ziva David. The role of Ziva David is played by Maria Jose de Pablo Fernandez, who's better known as Cota de Pablo. She's a Chilean-American actress who won an Alma Award in 2011 for her role as Ziva on the show. Ziva is a former NCIS special agent and a former Israeli Mossad officer. After her half-brother, Ari Haswari, murdered NCIS special agent Caitlin Todd in October 2005, Ziva took over the role as liaison officer to NCIS. She was first portrayed as a cold and private girl who was skilled with knives, firearms, and several other weapons and martial arts. Her team members were initially cold towards her because of her relationship with Ari Haswari, who murdered her predecessor, Kate. The team ends up warming up to her over the course of the series, and she eventually invites them over for dinner at her place. Ziva was introduced to the show in the first episode of Season 3, titled Kill Ari Part 1, followed by Leon Vance. Roscoe Carroll is the actor who plays the role of Leon James Vance. Roscoe is best known for his role as Dr. Keith Wilkes in the drama Chicago Hope, as well as his appearances on Rock and NCIS. Director Leon Vance made his first appearance in the Season 5 episode Internal Affairs. During Jenny Shepard's time as NCIS director, Vance was brought in as her assistant. After Shepard's death, Leon was promised to his new role as her replacement. Leon proved to be a strict but fair boss who always looked out for his agent's best interests. His time as director of NCIS began in 2008, which makes him the longest-serving director in the series history. He's also been a director for longer than either Thomas Moreau or Jennifer Shepard. On top of this, Vance is also the first African-American to serve as NCIS director in the main series. Next is Timothy McGee. Timothy McGee is played by American actor Sean Murray. The actor is best known for his role in the military drama Jag as Danny Walden and Timothy McGee in NCIS. Tim, an NCIS special agent, used to be the temporary head of the agency's main major case response team, which was based at the Washington, D.C. Navy Yard. McGee was promoted to the rank of senior field agent after the resignation of fellow NCIS agent Anthony Donazo Jr. in May 2016. Throughout the first few seasons, McGee was described as a timid and inexperienced rookie. He was shaken up pretty badly after he ended up killing his first suspect in Season 3, even though he did it in self-defense. His co-workers did everything they could to support him in the investigation that followed. By the 6th episode, he'd gone through a major transformation and ended up becoming much more confident and assertive. Moving on to Donald Ducky Mallard. Ducky's character on the show is played by David McCallum. The actor is best known for his roles in The Man from U.N.C.L.E., a 1960s television series, and in Steel and Sapphire as an interdimensional operative. Dr. Donald Horatio Ducky Mallard is a former NCIS Major Case Response Team medical examiner and a retired doctor. Ducky has a degree in forensic psychology. The doctor's work isn't limited to just conducting autopsies on the victims. He also writes up psychological profiles of any suspects or criminals the team comes across. Mallard initially appeared in the Season 8 backdoor pilot episode Ice Queen, where he was shown examining the body of a woman who had been found in a tree in Potomac Park. Ducky's shown as being old-fashioned and liking the simple things that life has to offer. Number 1 is Leroy Jethro Gibbs. Mark Harmon plays the role of Leroy Gibbs. He's an American actor who played college football for the UCLA Bruins before switching over to a career in U.S. television and cinema. Gibbs is a former NCIS special agent in charge of the NCIS Major Case Response Team, which works out of the Navy Yard in Washington, D.C. He kept this post up until March 2021 when he was suspended. His second-in-command, NCIS Special Agent Timothy McGee, succeeded him as the agent in charge of the MCRT. Gibbs made his debut appearance in the Season 8 backdoor pilot episode Ice Queen. Whether it's his NCIS co-workers or criminals, Gibbs' look can give them talking in a flash. He's an uncompromising man who doesn't hold back from saying what's on his mind and despises both politics and bureaucratic red tape. That's a wrap for this video. Which one was your favorite NCIS character from our list? Let us know in the comments. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.